Okay. Hola a todos. Hello, everybody. I didn't even know, like, I was debating on recording this because it's been a very, like, conflicting week. Like, a lot of conflicts, and I'm even conflicting the fact if I should, like, not record, but like I already have so much content to work with right now that I don't want to get too overwhelmed with more. But like, I prepared for this. Like, you know, I saw this quote one time that was like, why would you complain about having a lot on your plate when you asked for that? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I was talking about in my last few videos, you know, you might get a wish or something granted. So when you get that wish granted, how are you going to handle it? Right? There might be other things in your way and via you didn't expect, that maybe you know, threw you off a little bit, that you didn't even go looking for. But it was placed there for a reason. It was placed there for you to become your higher self, for you to elevate, for you to learn. You know, things can't always go too easy. I've already accepted that. I've already, like, got to this point, not where I'm like, oh, I'm so hurt that I can't even live my life. I already got to the point where I've learned my lessons and I'm applying it. That's the difference. Right? So I just been getting so many messages like, you know, just breathe, you know, breathe, just breathe. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, you don't have to do it alone. You know, you may feel alone, but you're not. You know, spiritually, you're not alone. You're standing up for yourself and you're being spiritually supported for that. You know, I think like your ancestors, your God would be proud for standing up for yourself, you know, especially if you've been getting through it alone and being put down so much. It's like more of this internal transformation that you should be celebrating, because you know, you're growing on the outside, but you're also growing on the inside, and on the inside is what matters too. It's not just what's on the outside. So you can look at this emptiness, this quietness as fulfillment, because you're getting your life back. You took your life back, you know who you are now, and you can do anything, you can get through anything. You know that you're capable and that you're strong because you have before. And it is gonna get ugly, it is gonna get conflicted, it is gonna get like moments that you might not know what to do. But breathe. Just breathe. It's a good reminder. You know, I used to think it was corny. For me, especially, like, I always forget to breathe. And lately, I've been getting so many reminders, like, so many people just, like, telling me, like, breathe. Like, you're forgetting to breathe. You know, like, just strangers and things like that. Or, like, in songs and just, you know, signs. It's a sign. No, but you have to believe, and you have to say your affirmations and trust in that, because that's what's gonna help you continue on this difficult path. I always ask myself, like, how do people just get by in life if life is so hard? You know, what do people do? And you have to go looking for those answers yourself, because everybody's different. You have to do what's safe for you, what's gonna celebrate you, because it's what's owed to you for everything that you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like, oh, you're owed things. I don't know, like, I that's just the brat in me. But like, I do think that it's like about justice, it's about fairness, it's about, you know, receiving, because you gave and you went through things and you still gave your all. either way. So I feel like that you should receive if you've been giving, and it's just like you never gave up on you never gave up on yourself. So that deserves some celebration, friend. Like, go outside, live your life, have fun, get those drinks. Like, you can't always just stay inside. You have to enjoy life too, because you deserve it. You know, you were placed here for a reason. There's no denying it. That's what I've been seeing, is there's no denying it. You know, I was coming back from my trip and I was feeling kind of like, I don't know, like just down. And maybe I'll talk about that another time, but it was just one thing after another. You know, like my phone was going through some issues and I had to deal with that, which kind of ruined my vacation. The weather was like horrible, so I didn't even like bring the right clothes and stuff. Other things, but like I'm not gonna let it get to me, because I know that I'm safe. I know that, you know, I went there for a reason. God sent me there for a reason. I still benefited in some way. I can still see how I benefited through that. And when I came back, you know, I was unpacking and cleaning my stuff and going through my closet and luggage, and randomly, like, I keep my spiritual stuff in there, like my journal, my faith journal, my rosary, crystals, things like that, like my chakra stones, and just randomly, you know, a little paper cutout, actually it's right here, a little paper cutout just comes flying out of nowhere. Like, I don't even know where it came from. I know I cut these out for my vision board. I don't remember cutting this one out, and I don't know how I got over there, because this is the area that I do it in, at my desk. And it says, there's no denying. There's no denying. So what do you think that means, right? Like, I get a lot of these things that just happen to me, and, you know, it's very hard to explain. Even, like, I could be watching, like, a seminar or a lecture, or, like, you know, read aloud book. Yes, I have a lot of these occurrences where I communicate with God, and I feel safe and covered and warm, and it feels, like I said before, too connected with my current life. Like, I could be watching a book or something, a video on YouTube from other people, just as this video. Like, I know everybody kind of like has the same life, whatever, goes through the same things at different periods of times, but it's just, you know, how it aligns with the moment that you're going through right now, and how if the messages just find you, the algorithm just brings it to you, because whatever, either they're listening to us, or you're just, you know, connected mentally, spiritually, mind, body, soul. You're connected, and you find these messages for a reason. Like it's helping me wake up from the mask, like from the matrix. Like, I don't want to be a part of this matrix. I don't want to be, and I've always felt this way, I don't want to be part of the hive. Like, you want to be different, but you also want to get along with others, and, you know, support others as much as you can as well. I can do that. It's a good balance. But I also want to stand on being myself and doing what it is that I want, that's gonna make me happy in my life, that's gonna lead to freedom and striving higher for yourself. Like, you don't have to follow the hive, the pressure that others are putting on you, because they're following that path, they're following the hive. So you have to choose what path. Are you gonna go follow everybody into the same path? Are you a follower? And I don't mean that in a rude way. I'm just asking, like, well, it's a follow-up question. You know, leaders, they have to make their own path, and people may not like them for that. And that's why you find so much conflict on this path, is because you're going basically against what everybody's doing and doing what's best for you and what you know is going to work for you. And you don't need so many followers, you don't need so many believers, you don't need so many supporters, because along that path you will find those, and those are the only ones that you want to align with anyways. So there's no reason to get mad, there's no reason to even crash out anymore, because you're following the path of becoming a higher version of you. You're striving for a better future for yourself. You can just try to be on your own type of vibe. You don't have to care about popularity. I care about respect. I care about believing that no matter who or what, that you're gonna make it. You're gonna move forward on this path, and you're gonna grow. It could be easy to be distracted off this path, or it could be easy to like be persuaded not to keep going, but you know, you have to find those little rewards along the way and celebrate that, and be strong enough, believe that you're strong enough to keep taking that different path, to keep learning and forging a different way, because that right there is going to give you 2 times the motivation, 2 times the strength than if everybody was supporting you, if everybody was rewarding you for every little thing. You're not even going to value it as much. You get what I mean? So don't worry about blending in. You know, just shine your light and be you, be yourself, and learn to love yourself. You know, do it with flavor. Do it like everyone, but do it with flavor. Do it your own way. You know, like, you can still relate to people. You can still do the trendy things, but do it your own way. You get me? Like, I know there's a lot of copying, and there's a lot of people saying, like, oh, that's so easy. Like, I could do that too. But, like, this isn't easy. And I understand that this isn't easy. So it's like, if you want to try it because that's something that you want to do, not because it's like the new trendy thing. It's because you like to do it, and you have a passion for it, and you see a future for yourself doing it, and you have a goal in mind, and this is the path that you believe that you are being led on. If not, then you can do it for fun. I used to do it just for fun, but I found a way for me to turn it into like the spiritual healing path for myself, and it can lead to wherever it may lead, but I'm following the light, and I'm making sure that I'm following the light no matter what distractions come my way, no matter what conflict. I will always keep my direction on the light, and I think that's what's more important than those mistakes or those distractions or anything that is trying to stop you from getting there. You know, you can do it, and do it scared. Just because you're scared doesn't mean that you have to stop doing it. And a lot of times I stop because I'm scared, but I remind myself, like, oh, I've been through this, I've been through that, I have the strength, I believe in myself, and fear is not real. Like, these distractions are not real, right? What's real is the goal that I have, and it doesn't matter how people see me, because I have that goal in mind. You can be the wildflower, you can be the person that, you know, people are wishing bad on, but I'm not gonna keep hiding. I'm not gonna keep being scared of that, and I'm not gonna let that keep stopping me, because I did for a long time, and you shouldn't either. Because the things that you're gonna accomplish and the awards that you're gonna give yourself and that spirit is gonna give you for being courageous and strong and following the light, that is what is waiting. That is why it's a risk worth taking. You have to try, right? Because it's the only way that you're gonna see yourself living freely and being you and being happy and being faithful. So I'm done hiding. I'm not hiding to people please other. You get me? Like, a lot of people want to see you down. A lot of people want to see you on their level. They don't want to see you leveling up. So unfortunately, you will be growing out of people. And there's some people that are either going to wake up with you and, you know, I'll see you there. But there's some that you're going to have to leave behind, and that's just life, because they're not seeing the vision. They're not learning that yet, or following the light, choosing to follow the light. Like, I've been very nice, very sweet, very kind, very demure, very hush hush, but it comes a point where push somebody so much that, you know, now I have to put boundaries and push you away, push you back. Because I would never want harm on anybody. I would never want to harm anybody. And, you know, because I know how that feels, and I wouldn't want that karma to be coming back to me. So, you know, I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm not trying to wish bad upon anybody. I'm not trying to talk about anybody else. Like, I'm really just trying to stay focused on me, stay in my own bubble, stay in my own frequency, because I'm not just something you can tune into, anybody can tune into. No, like, I'm a whole different frequency. You're a whole different frequency, a whole different wave. We're on a whole different wave. So don't hide from those people, because they're not supporting you, they're not rooting for you. And even though they may be important people, important lessons in your life, they don't decide what's best for you. You decide what's best for you. So if you have this vision, if you have this calling, go for it. And go for it with all your heart, like, knowing that you know that this is what you're meant to be doing. And, you know, if you're already there, then how can you support others? How can you support those who are trying to do the same that you're trying to do? It's like a whole cycle, I don't know what's the word. I heard something earlier, because I don't want to say hive, but it's like, you know what I said, like, we're all basically like in the same, or whatever. But yeah, that's my message for today, guys. And, you know, I hope that on this path we keep getting better and we keep growing, because that's the point. It's to elevate and to grow and to heal with your girl Vero.